as you know, how we like to do things here. We like to do things the hard in. So here we go. Boom! Hard in. I don't ease things. I just don't do things gracefully at all here. That's not how Batman would have done it. If this was the Snyderverse, you would have felt it in your face. But welcome to Gotham City tonight. Doell in the house, and I got two more people with me. One you know, one's a surprise. But first, let's bring in Geek Dad Jay.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Gotham City tonight, sir.
Super pumped to be here. Super happy to be here. Super pumped to finally spend some time with these reveals. Thank you for the invite.
Finally. But someone else wants to come say hi before he has to pick up his wife live from the darkness of his automobile.
Hey! Wait, hold on. I am vengeance. Hi, everybody. Is it working?
Hi.
Isn't it amazing? I feel like 3 years ago, I couldn't figure out how to do a Facebook Live video from like my computer at home, and now you just press a button and you're streaming to the world. And also, we got a shirt I got.
Oh,
I like that.
So
I'm Batman.
You were Batman.
I didn't know
I'm
that,
Batman. I'm in a multiverse where Batman doesn't wear a costume and has no secret identity. He just wears a t-shirt. Hi, everybody. Ryan. I'll probably be leaving abruptly, but hi, Jay. I just watched Toy Geeks. Great stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to hijack the show, but I have a Batman-related story to tell at the top, if you guys allow me.
Before we say hi to the chat, let's have story time with my favorite co-host from Toy Anxiety. That is not Jacob Walsh or Abigail Gardner. Story time with Craig Goldberg.
I'm the third. Listen, I just was at Target and I found the McFarlane 66 Batgirl, which is a figure I'm super excited about because it's been a long time since we had a proper Batgirl figure. I do have the Mattel one with the really skinny legs and weird proportions on display with my McFarlanes. I'm ready to tear it down and get rid of it. I think the figure looks great. I picked it up, took it to the register. It's street dated for July 30th. Now, first of all, I don't want to get into employees putting out the figures too early because that's one issue. My issue is I thought street dates on action figures were to align with movie and TV releases and avoid spoilers. The show is 50 years old. I think we're all on the same page. We know Barbara Gordon is Batgirl, and she pals around with Burt Ward and Adam West. And yet, there I am at Target. And also, the lady was like, how much is this? I was like, I don't know. She's like, how about $10? I was like, all right. And then she was like, boop. No, it's 20, and I can't sell it to you till 7:30. And I went, no. Totally denied. So very frustrated. But I do love it. Was a great looking figure. They also had the new Batman with like the what's he have, like a scuba mask in his mouth or something weird like that. Yeah. But anyways, so that's my sad comment.
You and street dates. Some people here are commenting on it. Quip, you have the worst luck with street dates. You should do that. I think it's an opportunity for another Toy Anxiety video because that's one of the highest Toy Anxieties you can get. Street dates.
Oh, well, between that and really shitty eBay transactions, I am like the king. Like I deal with more. I feel like people have it out for me, but it's okay. I'll go back. They had like 4 Batgirls. So I'll go back whatever Sunday, and I'll grab a Batgirl and I'll be happy.
I'm glad you're here because I did want to ask if you had any regrets on passing on that amazing Hall of Justice at the halls of San Diego Comic-Con.
No, because here's the thing.
Okay.
I really do want a Hall of Justice. I really do. Having the box not super important for me. We didn't really, like, you said it was complete, and I believed you, but we didn't open it up and go through every piece.
Sure.
And also, the guy selling it was certifiable. And he was stressing me out.
He really was.
I don't even think have we told this story yet? The guy, He's got it for 500, and throughout the weekend he's marking it down.
I did. I
Jay's
talked about it. I talked about my perspective of it during the After Dark stream. So I haven't had your perspective of it. Yes.
Well, the funniest thing was he gets it down to 300, and Jay's because Jay's like wants the box. I want the Hall of Justice. So there's like a little camaraderie going on, toy camaraderie, new spin-off show, and where we only sell never mind. God, I get on the stream and I'm just like, ooh, who can I insult immediately? No, we start walking away. The guy, first of all, Ryan, let me describe to you what this guy looks like. Have you ever seen Mr. Nanny with Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
Do you remember the villain, like Sanatos or whatever that guy's name is?
Yeah.
Look up the villain from Mr. This is what this guy looks like. He literally looks like a Batman villain from the 66 show. Like the toy dealer. And he's just wacky and wild.
Yeah.
Anyways, long story short, he gets it down to 300 and he like chases us down. Me, Abby, Jacob was there, and JD goes, I'll tell you what. Right now, close the deal, $290, and I'm like, you chase this down for a $10 discount, buddy. So it was something else.
But it was just like $10. We'll close the deal. You take it. It was just so like
he was talking like as if it was a deal that no human being would be able to refuse. I wanted to give him $10 to just leave us alone at that point. So it was something. But I will get a Hall of Justice this year, and I'm excited to hear you guys yap about superpowers and McFarlane reveals. It's going to be cool. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you guys to do this together tonight. This is going to be good.
Oh, well, thank you. Do you want to stick around while we say hi to the chat, Craig?
Sure, let's do it. How I get. I'm not used to not being in control. It's very stressful for me, but I'll
well,
around.
You don't have access to anything, and now even when you're using your phone, when you leave, you can't shut down the stream.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
no risk.
What a damn shame. I think I see my wife in there.
I love that you're like looking around that someone might like carjack you at any moment. Is this a safe parking lot that you're in?
I'm on a street and it says no parking. I'm Batman. I'm gonna be like, shield. That's like a new character. Like I'm like that toy dealer. I'm like, hey guys, word on the street is
it's like
parking meter.
Or you remind me of like Bobby Moynihan's character Anthony Crispino. He's like, you heard about this?
Oh yeah.
McFarlane toy.
Yeah, they're doing 89 new Batman figures and superpowers.
89 total.
89 of them. Actually, they are doing 89 Batman multiverse figures. So not 89 Batman, like 89 individual.
Like they're doing 89 different Batman.
I saw Joker. I sent Ryan the picture today. There's a new McFarlane like gold label Heath Ledger Joker with like lime green hair and it has all the Build-A-Bane parts with it, but the Bane head has a Joker lipstick across it. It's so dumb. I need it.
Yeah, it's the Jokerized. Like, was it part of the Blacklight series?
I don't know. Jokerized is not a word.
It is.
Right.
It's one of McFarlane's hottest new properties.
Unless you're Todd.
Jokerized gold label. McFarlane.
Thunderhouse is a Jokerized Joker.
It's a Jokerized Joker. I know.
We Jokerized the Joker. Hey, I want a multiverse. What do you call it? What was that movie? Joker. Who's the guy who played that?
Whatever.
The actor.
Jack Queen.
Joaquin
Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
I want a Jokerized Joaquin Phoenix Joker. That's what I want. All right,
with a Tonight Show playset or whatever it was.
Yeah. And Robert De Niro.
Okay.
I'll shut up. I want to see who's in the
chat. Yeah, let's quickly say hello to the chat.
Over 10 minutes
Thank you for being so patient with us, chat. It's been quite the day. I want to say Onryu. Onryu 83. That's a new name. But thank you for being here, hanging out. That Superpowers line was very disappointing. Well, we're going to get into it because I disagree because I'm a shill. Derek Hoover is here. Oz is here from Ozmandeus Toys, Stanley's Toy Channel, Skylar Davis, Robert Palladino. I want to just say Padme Amidala. Matt Bush is here. GDL and GCT marathon tonight. By the way, the only reason why Jay is doing a marathon tonight is because he's preparing to be on Toying Around unboxing tomorrow. That's nervous. The marathon of toy streamers. Jay has to get ready. This is the only way he can do it. I'm training him. He'll be ready. The stamina will be there. Allison Troy, my queen of sass, and correcting me at all times to make sure I have the right information, is here. Casino Skunk Productions is here. John Johnson, Monsters from Beyond. His name is Ian J, in case you did not know. Charlie Weaver, Darlaxian is here. Shiny Plastic People. Jay, did you need to sing it? Are you okay?
Shiny Plastic People.
Good. Perfect. And I'll go check out his channel as well. He does also a lot of great McFarlane stuff. So please go check out his channel. Quip is here. John Johnson, Sierra Kilo Bravo, Stephen Lawrence, Tony Taponi. I love that name. Wolverine Ortiz. That's crazy because I'm Dolverine. We must be related.
You're wearing the Dolverine shirt. This is great.
Pretty close. Thunderhausen is here, a Thunderhouse design, but I always call him Thunderhausen. I can't help it. Randall Gazik is here. Toy Art, my boy Zach is here. Please also go check out his Instagram.
Were you at SDCC this year, Zach? I kind of rounded the artist alley.
He did, and he had an exclusive cover of Danhausen.
I missed him. I wanted to see him.
I wonder if Danhausen signed one of those for him. Let us
I would
know
hope
in
so.
the chat, please. Hung is here. Tony Taylor, Frankie Riviera, Oscar Boy 76. Too bad, Dad is here. Daniel Baumforth is here as well. Jack Knight 73. Scat is here. Toy Geekosaurus. Flash 739. Oh my gosh, I have to do it. And Kayla's here as well. Holy moly, Thanos Copter. You know what?
Yep.
I got to do it. I finally get to do it for the first time. And so on and so on. Thank you all for being here. This is amazing.
This is a proud moment for Craig and I. We're really proud right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dude here named Hambone, and that really gets me excited too. And I just scrolled past it way too quick. There we go.
Someone needs to change their username to and so on and so on. So they always get called out.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a really good idea.
Actually, that would be my cutoff point. When I get to Ryan. And so on and so on, I just be like, all right, that's
I'm gonna do a quick Ryan Doell. Hey, Ryan, how many people are watching right now?
We got about 80 people watching right now, Craig.
If we can't get to at least 100 likes on this video while it's going, then all of you should be ashamed of yourselves. And you won't even deserve the amount of conversation, insight, camaraderie, and just whatever else we can offer you. You won't deserve it unless we get 100 likes. Because this is a great crowd that Ryan has brought in tonight. And I'm really proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you. And just a heads up for next week as well. We are now monetizable on this channel. So next week I'll be setting up memberships where I will have member only streams and member only unboxings. For those who probably are aware, there was a new wave of superpowers that have been recently hitting them shelves. Mine are all on the way. Both vehicles, all 5 figures, including Black Manta, is on the way to my place. And they should be here next week. And I would love to unbox them with you, and we can talk about them in review. I'm a big superpowers nut. And before we even get started on these reveals, I know we're like 15 minutes in. We haven't talked about one goddamn reveal. But Lexi is not here because she's just like, everything is like flipped upside down at her house. And she's got a baby, and baby takes precedence over streaming every time. That's what happens when you have newborns. So first off, my first piece of advice, don't have kids. Right?
Or just realize when you do, you will cease to exist to the outside world for at least a year, if not like 2 years.
Right. But she is trying, and she does hop on as often as she can. However, she was also at San Diego Comic-Con last week. And
I'm bummed I didn't get to meet her.
She was only there for a couple days because she was modeling for the Her Universe pageant.
Oh, damn, I walked by that booth like 100 times. I would have.
Well, it was on a different location, right? Because they do like the big runway thing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the Her Universe booth that was there on the main thoroughfare.
Her outfit was X-Men themed, and in fact, it was Nightcrawler themed.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's like the BAMF, right?
Amazing.
Part of the dress, right? Look, and that was the big reveal when she teleported out of it.
Wow. Bravo. Right? Lexi, absolutely well done. Amazing. I love the blue hair and the lipstick. I love that combo.
Right? She did there was a whole Nightcrawler themed dress.
Yeah.
I really wish that she stuck around for the Hellfire the Hellfire Gala that Marvel put on, because this would have looked absolutely stunning in that environment. I don't know if anyone saw any pictures from the Hellfire Gala at San Diego Comic-Con from the Saturday night. But people brought their A games, and they went dressed to the nines in X-Men and just Marvel style. Like, people went as like formal Doctor Doom, like just things like that. And it was, I actually didn't have FOMO of San Diego until I saw those photos, and I was like, I have a patch outfit that's perfect for this event. Son of a bitch! I was like, pretty bummed out.
Well, it's not like you didn't have an invite, Doell.
Hey, listen. We're not going to talk. We're not talking about that tonight. We're not.
Who's dropping listen? Holy.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah.
From you.
But I just wanted to show these off because Lexi. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Craig.
Go for it. No, you're good. Go for it.
I wanted to show these off for Lexi because she is not here. This was a huge bucket list for her. She was very just humbled to be there and to be part of this. And this has always been a dream of hers to be part of this fashion show. And here she is getting to be a part of it and doing X-Men, which is another big thing for us as well. So I just wanted to show these off and say how proud I am of her. She's awesome.
That's great. Congrats.
Very nice.
Should we get into some toy talk?
Absolutely.
Anything particular that anyone wants to start off with?
Should we start with Batman and Robin? Because I feel like we should close with superpowers, right?
Let's close with superpowers. Let's go with Batman and Robin. This is here we go. Batman and Robin. Let's see if I can... Batman and Robin, folks. The wave of movie toys we never thought we'd see in our, I shouldn't say in our lifetime, but I will say not this soon.
Yeah, there was like an order to these things, right? Like we got.
Is there?
Not this soon. The movie came out 25 years ago.
No, I get those logic here because like you did an 89 Bats, so it's like okay, Batman Returns and Batman Forever.
Right.
Then maybe, some more Nolan Bats, and then maybe you'd get to Batman and Robin. But like Batman and Robin being this early in the McFarlane movie Batman figs verse, I agree. I did not expect this one to be this early, if that makes sense.
And to get both women. Can we just point that out?
Can I just say I hate the capes, though. I wish for both Robin and Batgirl, like, I want better capes.
Well, I hate that one is swishing one way and one is swishing the other.
Yeah. So if you have them in a display, like the wind doesn't blow both ways at the same time.
Maybe they do.
Well,
in
it
Gotham.
does when Gotham City's frozen.
There it is. Thank you, Craig.
But like Batman, his cape is straight down, and then I guess you'd have Batgirl on one side and Robin on the other. But it's just kind of
weird.
Yeah.
But this does make, like, now that they're doing this, I want to get that 7 Batman. Was it 6 Batmans? 6 Batmans.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot to put the photo in here. But that, just to kind of quickly talk about it, that 6 Batmans comes with a bat signal in which you can interchange the logos to match whichever Batman you want to display. So whether it's Schumacher's, Keaton's, like the Burtons, the Keatons, the Nolans, the Snyders, you can interchange them. And to me, that makes me so giddy because I love bat signals. I have the one that's for the DC Direct animated line, which is great. But come on, like we all need some bat signals.
Well, to me, especially for the Schumacher verse figures, like it's pretty iconic. The scene of them running down the hallway with the signal behind them or whatever. Like, that's what I would want to recreate with these figures, is the running with the signal behind them kind of thing going on.
Who's your cape guy? Cape Master?
Cape Master.
Cape Master. I think he should work on some capes for these characters.
Well, but the problem is, but they're like, I don't know. I like these, but I also have a problem with just how he's done the Batman. Like these cowls were famously very like fluid from the head to the neck, and the separated ball joint kind of breaks the profile in a way that I think NECA did a better job with, at least with the Keaton bats, of just getting that kind of thick neck thing that all Batmans had until The Dark Knight, because even Batman Begins had the thick neck.
Yeah, I'm a witness to the thickness.
My whole thing with the McFarlane DC Multiverse line is like, I enjoy them. It's the definition of I enjoy them for what they are. I don't consider these premium adult like they're $20.
Yeah, they're
okay. But they're really not, like, if you can accept like, hey, they're not great, but this is McFarlane has the master license for DC and for the foreseeable future, and this is what we have. Then you can kind of oh, there's a cop coming up and I'm parked in no parking zone.
Just say you're streaming. Just say streaming. It's okay. It's a sanction.
Sorry, officer. We're talking about Batman and Robin. And while I have
if you can get the officer to join this stream, then that'll be legend status.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We love, like, how Leonardo is that to have the cop on his stream?
Hey. Anyways, I think this set's really, really damn cool, and I think that it's something unexpected, and I think the McFarlane sculpts are getting better. Like, they're better than they were a couple years ago as far as these figures go. Like, they're caught up to, like, they're like in 2012, 2013 now. You know, I've got some Austin Powers McFarlane figures and all that. It's like it's been rough at times over the years, but I mean, listen, you're getting an Alicia Silverstone and Chris O'Donnell and Uma Thurman, Arnold. Like, this is, and I like, you know, I like that it's a wave and it's a Build-A-Figure. Like, I love that they do that. And I think we talked a little bit on Extreme Toy Anxiety last night, Ryan, about what we thought the Build-A-Figure waves would be for other movies. And one thing did dawn on me when you were talking about the bat signal. How good would a Batman 89 Build-A-Commissioner Gordon be?
Oh, Jay's laughing. I think it's a great idea.
Well, here's the thing, like, because that's the same commissioner through the Burton and Schumacher films. So really, you're taken care of.
Him and Alfred tied that multiverse right together.
Yeah. Those are the only two that made it through the Schumacher and Burton stuff, right? Alfred and Commissioner Gordon.
Well, even Affleck didn't make it. It still became Clooney. Clooney's our longest lasting Batman.
this is great. I think this is really cool. It's interesting they're going so hard on the movie figures. It'll be really cool to see if they get into Batman Returns, and there's still some Nolan figures we need. Like we need wait.
Yeah.
Have they made a Catwoman yet? They haven't made.
No.
I don't think they've done any of Rises.
No, they've
Right.
They've
They did a Build a Bane. Sorry, they did a Build a Bane.
There's
But maybe
Bane,
they'll Catwoman set where you get like the Pfeiffer and the,
Oh, that'd be great.
just all of them.
I just
Your
want
girl,
these figures in this
right?
in 6 or 7 inch scale. Like that's what I want, and that's why I was excited to see the 6-pack. I think it's really cool that they're doing the 6-pack with all the movie Batman figures. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Same here, and it gives me hope that we are after this. We'll get a Batman Forever next. And there's something that tells me like there's someone at McFarlane Toys that maybe doesn't realize that Batman and Robin came after Batman Forever.
Dude, if they did a Riddler and Two-Face and then did like a gold label Riddler from the end of the movie with the white suit.
Give me a gold label Riddler with a light up jacket.
Yeah.
Also, I like how we're referencing gold label. Like we really like, oh, dude, if it's gold, every McFarlane figure at Target right now has gold label on it.
You know what? I know they're doing their crazy weird ass black light series, but
Yeah.
give me a black light Riddler with the light up jacket. Like, like,
I mean,
let's go crazy. Let's get nuts, right? As they would say.
as they would say.
Because there's multiple Batmans now.
I mean, Jay, you were at Comic-Con, like,
yep.
It's the McFarlane booth. The line was wrapped around the entire weekend. Like people are into these figures.
Sure.
Can I share one more quick funny anecdote? When I was there, I did not get. I wanted the Nightfall 30th anniversary figure, but it was sold out. But I did get. They weren't Comic-Con exclusives, but they had them there. The next 3, the gold label Dark Knight figures. So it's like the Sonar Joker, the Bank Robber Joker, and then the Bane with the jacket. And it was $90 for the 3 figures. And the guy goes, "Hey, if you get it up to $100, you get a free Batman and Spawn comic." And he just put it in the bag. And I went, "Well, I don't want that. And I don't know what else. What do you have that's, I'm going to have to buy another $30 figure. I don't want to get the comic I don't want." This is all like a great deal to me. But yeah.
Dude, you should read those comics.
I'm not going to read Spawn. I've made it 40 years without knowing what Spawn is. I'm not going to start.
Oh, Craig.
Spawn is fun.
Spawn is fun. In fact, I guess I should have brought that up too, because I kind of forgot about it. That Spawn Batman 2-pack, to me, I still think is awesome. And I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, I hate the screaming Batman mouth." And I was like, every Batman face looks the same. He's just doing closed mouth, stern. It's nice to see them give him something with a little emotion. I hope they make a laughing Batman next. That's not the Batman who laughs. Just a smiling Batman.
Has Batman ever laughed?
Robin. Give me that.
Has Batman ever laughed in a film? I don't think he has.
The closest would be
There's been
Batman Beyond Return of the Joker.
Or the Keaton when he does that very aggressive smile to the guy who puts the bomb on his belt or whatever.
Yeah, he enjoyed murdering a clown.
Yes, he was like, yeah. Like, was that the closest we got to a laugh?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm trying to think of like Batman and or even Batman Forever, but no.
No, Kilmer was pretty serious in a pretty unserious movie.
Yeah, Kilmer
smirks. Kilmer has one smirk when he goes up to Chase Meridian's room.
Oh,
and she's like,
yep.
And he's in the bat suit. He's like, "I met somebody else," and he turns around. He's like, "It's me." He doesn't say it's me, but he smirks and he's smiling. He goes, "It's me. You met me."
You met. Tell me, Doctor, do you like the circus? I love it.
It's a very what is it? What's that song? It's like the Pina Colada song. It's like, "Oh, it's me." Like, are you allowed to be upset if your significant other cheats on you with you? I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't.
It depends. I mean, really, the situation's gonna be fluid at times.
But yeah.
Yes. If you like
to go to the next
McFarlane. Sorry.
This is how things get derailed here when Craig's not in control. He's the one that's now I have to. He puts me through what I put him through. This is how this works. But I'm okay with that because I think we're both funny. The next one I want to bring up, because we're talking about Build-A-Figures as well, and I want to talk about this Batman animated series wave. The great thing and the bad thing. Can I start with this because I collect these? So I do collect these. I do not need this Batman. I do not need this Robin. I do not need this Scarecrow. I do not need this Mr. Freeze because I have them. However, this Mr. Freeze, I hope this is just because of the render. I hope he has his dome. If he doesn't have his dome, this is dumb and but we all need to buy it. Because in order for me to complete my collection, I need Condiment King. And the Condiment King is the Build-A-Figure. So I have to buy 4 figures I already own. I should have the sad comment music ready to go on this. Right? And so I'm pretty much going to Condiment King it and flip it. That's what's going to end up happening. Mm-hmm. Because I might keep the Mr. Freeze depending because... if anyone has the original Mr. Freeze of this style, my joints are cracking on it.
Oh, damn.
Those little tubes on it, they're cracking because of the rubber that they are. And I noticed that when I was dusting, when I got home after being gone for 3 weeks, I was like, oh my God, I need to dust. And I looked and I was like, oh my God, they're cracking. And I had a mild panic attack because this figure's expensive.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't look like it comes with the dome. I don't know. Things just look off about this Mr. Freeze figure.
It looks weird for sure.
Right? Something looks off.
Hey, Ryan,
it looks like even.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
So, just as a clarifying question, when McFarlane took over DC Direct, they put out a couple new Batman and animated series figures that were a continuation of the original DC Direct line. And then they put out that 4-pack that was at Walmart. Now, is this kind of considered, are they kind of restarting the line? Are these the same figures in scale with those original ones?
They're the same, but with a bad paint job. And I know I hate shitting on figures, and I know people work on these and they are people as well.
Mm-hmm,
and I know that there's people that didn't get these figures the first time that want these figures and are excited.
Mm-hmm.
But me, when it comes to Batman animated series, I am such a pretentious prick. And this is something I've talked about before with things being on model. I know we talked about it a bit yesterday with the Mondo stuff, how X-Men, Spider-Man, there are certain Turtles is another, NECA Turtles is another example, where as those cartoons go on, the quality gets worse and worse, and things are off model, and the cartoons look like shit. Real Ghostbusters suffers from the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
After season 2, these things just drop off. So it's always nice to see toys that look like the cartoon but better. However, Batman animated series is perfect. It's perfect from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And there's no way to improve on those with toys. You just have to make it look as good as the measuring stick that Bruce Timm and Shane Glines and Templeton, who did the comic books, what they did. If you can make it match what they did, then you did great. But the moment they look a little bit off, and this is just me, and yes, I am ranting, I need sad music. I do think that it's just this Condiment King does look good. I wish it matched more with the other ones, so without the shell shading, I can't speak, but that's it. I need Condiment King. I'm excited that they're making him. He's a very deep cut. I hope they do more of these, even if this means I have to buy doubles. But I think Alice and Troy put it really well. These are your first giveaways to your channel members.
Hey, Ryan, I saw. So I used to have almost this whole. By the way, Jay singing the sad comment music is very cool.
He is, and I appreciate.
He knows it by heart.
It's so perfect, that music.
Figures. Huh?
It's such a perfect song. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And how it swells and just keeps getting the crescendo. So good.
Sometimes we get, like, once a month we get flagged for that because we don't own it. But I do license it.
Oh, really? I thought it was like a you license it?
It is, but it's like, well, yeah, but it's still, if you license music, YouTube, there's a whole thing. Boring conversation for the listeners.
Sure. Inside baseball.
Sure. But it's inside of a baseball. Having said that, I had a lot of the Batman animated figures and I loved them. But of course, as Jay pointed out multiple times at our Toy Tubers Unite panel, I am famous for selling whole collections of figures.
Are you not? Come on, I was trying to, call it. Sorry.
No, I am. It was great. My favorite part of that panel is where Pixel Dan wished Jacob an actual happy birthday because he didn't get the joke. It was so funny because he doesn't know. Like, why would he? But it's like, because somebody shouted out "Happy Birthday, Jake!" Right?
Wait, did we wish Jacob happy birthday yet on this stream?
You did.
No,
we did. Okay.
Happy birthday, Jacob. I had these figures, and I'm kind of excited that they're coming out again. I saw GameStop. You know the new Catwoman that came out from the New Adventures?
Yes, with the Selena Kyle head. Yep.
Yeah, I saw it for $12 at GameStop today. I should have just bought it.
You should have bought 3 of them.
Well, they only had the one. But
yeah. Okay.
So anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm maybe the paint jobs aren't as good, but I think it's cool that they're still doing these figures.
Yeah, like the sculpts look exactly the same, but for some reason I don't know. I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to
but even still, like, I've never loved the DC Direct Batman animated series Batman anyway. It's just the head sculpt always kind of looked not perfect, and so even with the kind of the lesser than paint, it even more so makes it less than perfect. But I've always dug the Robin. I thought the Robin's always looked really good.
It's Robin. That's the best Robin.
Guys, I'm gonna bail. Thank you for having me for a little bit. Have fun. I can't wait to watch your superpower stuff.
Awesome. Thank you for hanging out for a bit, Craig. It was nice to have you here.
Nice to have you. It's good to see you, my friend.
It was fantastic for me. I hope it was as good for you.
Thank you. Have a good night. I wanted to bring this one up. Jason, my boy Grosecki. Ryan, does Condiment King remind you of Commander Cash, or am I just crazy? Fun fact about Commander Cash, he's based off Batman the Animated Series. That was the look they were going for because that cartoon was hot at the time, and they wanted to do a parody of that. So there you go.
Boom.
The more you know. Any final thoughts on these? I mean,
I think it's cool that they're doing it. I agree. If you already have those figures, it's kind of a meh, but especially to get that other figure. But if you've not gotten them, well, here you go. Here's your chance. And you get a sweet Condiment King figure.
Yeah, and yes, exactly. Right? Everyone loves ketchup and
Here's
mustard.
my question, though. Actually, I think Nathan brings up a good chat here. Do you want to bring Plesson Nathan's here? Kenner greater than McFarlane for Batman animated series figures. I kind of want to co-sign Nathan's point here. I do think if I had to choose above any, I would still choose the Kenner BTAS figures.
Okay. First off, like you were saying, correct, and I absolutely agree with Nathan. The McFarlane, even remember when McFarlane did like Justice League, animated Justice League, Superman, and Green Lantern, and even those looked like almost caricatures of what the cartoon looked like.
Yeah,
the giant shoulders and the tiny waists, and I was just like. I think those figures even won an Opportunity for Growth Award that year at the Jeffries. I think they're the first winners of the Opportunity for Growth Award.
Yes.
And I have a bunch of the Kenner figures hanging up because at that time too, I remember those coming out, and that was one of the few toy lines where it was like, holy shit, this looks exactly like what I see on TV, because the X-Men didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love Toy Biz, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
Right? And
They're
like
fun.
the Spider-Man ones really didn't. The you know, the closest I would have say, like, again, but Kenner always seemed to nail animated series. Like, look at Real Ghostbusters. Those
Real
look,
Ghostbusters.
boom. Those popped right out of the cartoon and into your toy stores.
Honestly, like the one flaw of the Real Ghostbusters toy line is that they nailed it so perfectly with those first wave of figures. Every other time they went for it, it's just like, well, it's cool, but I still just want those first ones.
And I played with those ones the most.
Exactly.
You know, I had so many of the other waves as they came out because I was just excited there was more Ghostbusters stuff. But like even before I was getting human figures, I was just like, oh, a new wave of ghosts. I just need more ghosts. Yep. And but when it came, I think the other one I only played with a lot more was the Fright Features Ray, because he had the goggles.
Yes, the Ray with the goggles. Plus, in the movie, he was wearing the jumps, like towards the end, jumpsuit with a zip down, kind of just regular clothes or whatever. So like it fit mentally. I was like, that still is canon or whatever. Right. I don't know. However that works.
And I always had like, do you remember the episode? I know we're going off trail here, folks.
Sorry.
But I like talking about Real Ghostbusters whenever we get a chance with Jay, because he gets it. Do you remember the episode of Real Ghostbusters where Egon wears that containment suit and goes inside the containment unit?
Yes.
So when they had that wave of super Fright featured figures, that's how I was playing with them in my head.
100%. And it I know it's not the same, but it's close enough. Like it's fine. It works. It works.
It works. And then after that, then I ended up buying Screaming Heroes so I could get a trap and a PKE. Dude, it was like, as a kid, I look back and I go, man, I was strategically buying those.
Yes.
Like,
you're
like
right.
I knew what I wanted, and I was like, I need that piece.
If we were streaming on YouTube and they're like, oh, finally they give us the trap and the PKE, but I have to buy another wave of figures for it.
That's it's true.
Should have been there from series 1.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't get removable goggles until Slimed Heroes. So there's that too, right? Like it's I love those toys so much, but we're gonna have to do Ghostbusters tonight. I think one of these days.
At some point in time.
Through it. I guess we should have done this while Craig was here. I want to talk about this wave of classic TV series, but they look like they're based off the comic, so I don't know if they should call it that. Seems a little.
Well, aren't they doing the whole thing like if it's the comic, it's 66? Oh, they're saying TV series. Well, then I don't fucking know then.
I don't remember an episode of Robot Batman. I'll tell you that right now. But I do love this, the maskless Robin.
Yeah,
I do love this Superman from the comic that they're doing. Lord Deathman. I would love to have this figure whether I was collecting Batman or not.
Exactly. He's that crossover figure.
Correct.
You know?
Yes. And just the Joker with the mask, another classic. That's TV. But this Robot Batman, I wish this Robot Batman was part of the Superpowers line.
Agreed. But
like,
it doesn't scale well, does it? Because it's a little bit taller. I'm saying,
well, maybe it's Robot Batman.
It's robots, so it could be bigger.
Maybe I will get it to just go with my Superpowers figures. But Jay, tell me your first thoughts when you saw these figures.
Well, to me, it's just like I've already gotten everything I wanted out of the classic TV series line, so it's not like I need. But I think they nailed it or threaded the needle well in that you got a Superman here, you got a Robot Batman, which is a cool toy, and you got Lord Deathman, which is a cool toy. So that's kind of the space that if you're going to continue to do waves of these figures, that I think you need to be in for this sub series of McFarlane Batman figures to be successful. So I really dig it. I think Lord Deathman could be a big crossover hit because people love skeletons. It doesn't matter what the property is. If it's a skeleton dude, he's going to do well.
It's true. You're right. And I love that. I want to bring this up from just quickly going back to Ghostbusters with Motos 23. Thank you for being here. New name. Thank you. Did they ever make human busters from real Ghostbusters? Sad state of affairs here. They made none of the ghosts from real Ghostbusters until
one.
Until Extreme.
Yeah.
Sam Hain.
Which somebody sniped me on getting another set of those. I'm not going to name names, but whatever.
God, I hate it when people do that. Like, dicks. Absolute dicks. Not a fan. Not a fan of these people. Tell you that right now. I don't know who that could be. I don't even know any other Ghostbusters fans.
They show up all the time, so I'm not worried. I'll have another chance.
Well, it was that house ghost I really wanted.
The house ghost is great. I mean, actually, all three of those are really. You finally get a Sam Hain, even though it's not on model to anything. And we never got Sam Hain in the actual Extreme show, even though he was in the little ending credits or whatever. But the house ghosts and what was the other ghost's name? There's
Sam Hain, house ghost,
the purple dude and the green guy.
Green one. Yeah, and then there's the green one.
Yeah. Anyways, they're really freaking cool. The end.
I want to bring this one up from Randall. Doell, Jay, will Batman 66 do a Green Hornet and Kato plus a Black Beauty? I would love that. I think it's a rights issue, but I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
If they don't make a Black Beauty, we should just get Ramen Toys to make it.
That's kind of what he does, right? It's just like, oh, the regular toy company can't make it? We'll make it.
Will? Yeah. Right? Did you see his render of the gates?
Yeah. He's got a lot of things cooking. He's shown me some things that are not public or whatever, but
is one of them the Cookie Monster? Because of all the HasLabs, I really wish he would make a Cookie Monster.
That one I don't know. But I think he's found his niche of if a toy company can't make it or a thing doesn't fund or something, he's gonna take a stab at it. So I think that's a good niche for him to be in, and he's building. His whole operation is in China, so they can't come after him as far as rights are concerned. So
right, but good on him, and I'm super stoked for him. I know I kind of like to give him shit a little bit because he's like an ambulance chasing lawyer.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
Right, of toys, but better call ramen. I think that should be a shirt.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's one of those things where like I respect creators and creating work and their IP and their intellectual property, whatever, So I understand that side of it. Like if I was a creator and I created something and some guy's making a knockoff, I'd be like, fuck you, dude. Yeah. But it's like a collector. It's like, okay, well, you're filling a need that these other people didn't do. So like,
I got nothing to add to that because I agree with you 100%. Now just make us a goddamn biscuit beast. Let's do it. That was the 66 line. Trying to think what we had some comic book reveals as well. We'll go through them fairly quick, but I am really happy they're finally just doing the basic bitch versions of characters that we've just been waiting for. None of this heavy metal stuff. Just here's Firestorm, here's Hawkman, here's Sinestro. This gets me excited. That Hawkman looks great.
Oh, it's
yeah.
I'll be curious to see. I mean, I know it's going to be an insane figure, just the way he's going to do the wings, everything. It's going to be a really cool ass figure.
I kind of wish he would do, because when he did a Batman Who Laughs that stole the Hawkman's wings.
Yep.
Right, and he's done like Redeemer, with the wings and stuff as well. And there's a part of me that just wants I wanted this dynamic, it's not a toy. You can call it a toy, but it's a statue. But I want to see just a dynamic statue of Hawkman and Hawkwoman.
Oh, for sure.
Because to me, I think these are such great characters. I didn't even think Hawkman was even really done dirty in Black Adam. Right? So it was, it's just too bad. Fingers crossed James Gunn will save us.
I think he will. But even then, it's just like I know I wasn't part of the Flash stream or it was just the Flash or Flash. I can't remember.
The
Flash. Was there the Flash? Okay. I really like that movie, so I don't know.
The hang on. Someone made a crack at Total Justice. Thunderhausen. Total Justice Hawkman. You know what? I love that line of toys. I love Total Justice.
I hated them at the time. I will readily admit.
Because, okay, let's just touch on it. Just
so as even at that time, a superpowers, and even I love the Toy Biz superheroes, right? It was superheroes for Toy Biz. Their knockoff superpowers storyline.
Right. Yeah.
I love that look. And even through their Batman toys for both Dark Knight Collection, Batman Returns, and then Batman the Animated Series, they kind of continued the lineage of
just
superpowers.
That scale, that look.
Exactly.
5.8.
5 POA.
Well, even Total Justice was 5.8, but they had, this is where I think McFarlane comes in. Where there is that line. Like, I have some of the Legends of Batman toys. I love those. And those are the ones I hated at the time.
See, that shift with the Legends of Batman, like that whole shift of being more McFarlaneized.
With the sculpted capes, the big blowing capes and dynamic poses that you can't articulate worth a shit.
Exactly. It's like, this is what it looks like, and you hope to God whatever they sculpted it to be posed in, it can stand up, you know?
Yes.
And
I'm with you.
It fresh and you lost the cloth goods capes. So like that whole period of time really frustrated me as a toy collector in the 90s. But
because we lost a lot.
Exactly. I even then I was a whiny, nostalgia-driven collector, and it's like
even though the nostalgia's from a year ago, but
right?
Yeah, but I get it. I'm with you.
That was when I was like, I like cloth goods capes instead, not the sculpted cape. I just want to be able to pose them myself. That was me. That's literally what I sounded like.
I'm with you.
And but now with 25 years of time, I appreciate them a lot more now.
I'm with you as well. The moment I started when I started getting back into collecting Kenner Batman, I really wanted Pirate Batman, Viking Batman. I wanted Egyptian Batman and Catwoman 2-pack. I wanted all of that because that's when I was like, okay, I gave these ones a hard time. But again, I would never get these for a kid. I just feel like these are now more for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't think they're that fun for a kid, to be honest. But Total Justice to me had it all because it had all the accessories, the clip-on armor.
Yep.
But me as also a collector, and at that time I'm reading comics so hard. And when you have a Flash that's stylized to look like Mike Rowingo, and you've got another close, a very close to Tom Grummett style Robin. And this stuff's all kind of coming out through Total Justice that I was like, this is great. Yeah. But I still prefer do you remember the Kenner Man of Steel line?
Yes, I think someone mentioned it here in the chat.
Sorry if I missed it, folks.
Yeah, where is it at? Randall Guzik? Or I'm sorry, Man of Steel line?
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Hang on. I don't know how far up it went.
It's a little bit ago.
Okay. I'm sorry, but we'll give you a shout out, Randall. We're just going to give you... there we go. Bang. Boof. Thoughts on Kenner's Man of Steel? You're about to get it. Whether you want it or not. And we'll get to these reveals. We will continue. We will get to these reveals. I know we're close to an hour. I like to keep it tight. I always keep these figures close by and at hand.
You're great. I love that line.
They inspire... I was talking about this yesterday, how I love it when I have a toy line that inspires me and gets my imagination going. And I can think of adventures in my head when I see them. I keep these nearby where I work and where I do my writing and doodling, because this is just, or when I'm thinking of stuff to do for the channels, because these do inspire me. And these again, these look like Dan Jurgens or Tom Grummett, how they drew them.
Yeah, Superboy is so they're all so good.
They're all so good.
I just remember being so excited because at that point, still my Superman action figure was the Toy Biz one. That was still my on duty in action Superman action figure. And he's still there. I still have him. He's there in my display.
Love it.
Actually cuts off, but he's there. And so like that line is like, okay, it's been 7 years or whatever. It's time for a new Superman figure to be my number one Superman. And that was the one. But there's like that Doomsday Superman 2-pack with that cool different suit Superman. That was really freaking like that whole.
There's a couple Batman Superman 2-packs as well where they're wearing like really cool armor.
Yeah.
And stuff too. There's there's a whole bunch. There's an unreleased like Surfer Superboy that I don't think that ever came out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always listed. That came with King Shark.
Yeah.
That to me is like that's a cool set because he did fight King Shark in his book. Little bummed out we never got Cyborg, and I think to this day that's the reason why, like whether Mattel puts it out or DC Direct, I always like I have to buy buy a Cyborg because I get that weird like I never had him, I need him now, and now I have like 5 of him, but I'm still like ugh. But I always still wanted to this day like a nice, good, basic comic Superman series of toys. And I think that's why now with the McFarlane stuff, I've been buying those figures. Like, and Matt Bush has gotten a couple for me as well, so thank you for that. Right?
Love the Bush.
Love the Bush for that. Thank you. Because he did get me Lex Luthor, and I again, like I said, I like anytime I can get just Superman villains, like just basic ones. I am so still surprised to this day that McFarlane has not done Parasite.
Yeah.
That's just right up his alley.
Well, at some point, though, I feel like.
Well, let's take a look at these ones that he is doing. As opposed to talking about the ones he's not doing, let's talk about the ones
There we go.
We have Black Lightning. We have a Green Lantern. I actually don't know where that Green Lantern is from. I think that might be a core member. I don't think that's Hal Jordan. Or is that? Yeah, because it's not the Bizarro one.
Yeah. Is it a Joker-ized Green Lantern?
Probably is. That's another series that could use lights. Do you know what I mean? Like the Black series,
sure.
like the Black
for
light.
Sure.
They should be doing that with all the spectrum of lanterns. They should be doing like if it's a Green Lantern, have green lights, right? Just do something. Like do something.
Yep.
This Supergirl, which to me is amazing because they're doing like a little mashup of a few of them, but just get a nice, good, basic Supergirl out, and I love this. And Catman, we're getting the Secret Six is starting to come into play here as well. So again, I'm loving this. Nice to see Black Lightning get some love.
Oh yeah.
Jay, thoughts on these when you saw them?
No, I think all great figures. Again, nice to get outside of the Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman box. So yeah, no, pumped for all these.
Yeah, they get me excited too, just because again, I feel like since McFarlane has got this toy line, we've kind of been waiting for this, like these figures, these basic figures, and that includes Wonder Woman, a comic
Wonder Woman,
basic Wonder Woman. And I know, hang on, I realize I don't have the photo in here too. They're re-releasing and they're fixing the goddamn eyes on that Aquaman. Thank you, Todd, for re-releasing that. And I can't remember who the third figure is. Someone in the chat will probably let me know, and I will appreciate you for doing so. They're doing this as a build an NFT line, which to me feels like so 2020. Why would you do this now, especially after seeing what happened with Hasbro and starting lineup? Where they end up having to re-release starting lineup without the NFT, and they became like half the price. So I'm really worried that they're going to do like these are like Todd figures are what, $20?
Yeah, They usually get them at clearance, $15-10, depending on
Right.
when you
And
get
I'm worried this Wonder Woman's going to kick off at 50 because it's a
Ugh.
part of a build it NFT. And that
Yeah,
would
it's so weird. Like, are we past NFTs? Like, does anybody give a shit? Like, we didn't get. No, I don't think any of us gave a shit about them before, but even more so now.
right? Like this is an NFT as far as I'm concerned. This is just like a JPEG, right? Shiny plastic people, Rebirth Batman. Everyone's Batman. I want specific Batman. I want Rebirth. Also, congratulations to Tom King and Mitch Gerrits for winning an Eisner for Batman Killing Time. So congratulations for them on the weekend for winning that.
Yeah, you could have been here to see that.
You know what? I've been talking to Mitch Gerrits. I think he's going to be coming on the show at some point. And Zach and Teeny as well, coming up for the Gotham War stuff. So we're going to, starting to get guests lined up.
Boom, look at you.
Man, membership.
Monetize, special guests.
Bonkers. I really need to get someone from McFarlane Toys on here, though.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Right? I really, really do. I'd love to get Toy Otter on at the same time.
That would be interesting.
Well, it would be it'd be like having Super7 and Jay on at the same time.
That rivalry is way more overstated than it ever was.
I said this on Toy Anxiety last night. You and Kyle have such great chemistry when you guys were doing the booth tour and stuff, and you two were so much fun to watch. That I was like, I could watch a road show of these two doing toy shows together. And like it was so much fun to watch. I'm really happy that like this imaginary hatchet that didn't exist got buried.
Kyle's in the chat right now. This is great. Well, we've been talked about it earlier today, like the road trip or what it would be like, and it would be a lot of fun. He thinks we would be like oscillate between being frenemies and friends throughout all of it, but I'm pretty easy-going. I feel like
you are.
Maybe he'll get annoyed
it's
with
kind of
me.
funny.
I
Like
don't know.
you and I could come off very Betty and Veronica, and it's but you bring that because you're so nice. So when you have guys that are similar personalities like myself and Kyle, it's just like it comes off as we fight, and I love it. And Kyle was streaming tonight too. So after this is done, if no one has checked out Between Two Sentinels on Matthew Toys channel,
that's right. Yes.
Please go check that out. It's another good toy channel. Like, look, there's so many of us, and I'm gonna say this right now. There's a lot of viewers who watch only a certain group of tubers, and there's another whole circle of like tubers that have their own audience that don't really cross over a heck of a lot. And I realized this watching toying around, and so I want everyone to kind of just go and venture out.
I'm really excited to be on Toying Around tomorrow.
Us all to eventually cross over because we're all in this together. And Between Two Sentinels is another very positive channel that likes to lift and not push down. So let's talk about. And they talked about the Cat Slayer.
Damn. Well, there you go.
Speaking of Cat Slayer, if you are a DC collector and you want to recreate Superman crossing over with Thundercats, you're gonna need this Cat Slayer. So everyone, go to super7.com, check that out.
Gotta hit that. We gotta hit that early bird. I want that damn key. I know it's not the craziest thing in the world, but I want a key, man.
Yeah, guys, Jay needs a key. Let him in.
I want a key.
Let him in. Get Jay a key.
Give me a key. Even though I've looked at the finances, I've looked at the Geek Dad Life finances, and I'm pretty sure I can't back it before the day. That's the thing I'm kind of bummed about. Like after Comic-Con, I was like, oh, I don't think I have $800 to swing before July 30th, which is in 4 days.
It's 4 days, but listen, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So
okay, what are you doing?
So Kate, have you guys ever watched, and this goes to the chat as well, So I think you should leave.
Mm-hmm.
And in the
Love
third
that show.
season, there's the
Love
whole
that
pay
show.
it forward skit, and he's like,
Oh,
55
yes.
burgers, 200 tacos,
Yes,
right?
great one. Yeah, yeah.
Right? That was me
Yes.
doing pre-orders when I got back to Vancouver, where it was like, I need a ghost, I need this, you know, and I got to order my superpowers, right? And I was doing all this, and I was like, oh my God, how much money did I spend? And how much money is about to get dropped when all this is like, when the timer hits and it goes, we're charging you now. I had to go through, and I kind of went, all right, let's reassess, let's budget. It's easier for me. I have no kids. Everything's willy-nilly in Doell land. You know what I mean? And so it's easy for me, but also the moment I did it, I was like, okay, this means no just random purchases.
Yes, you have to be very. You can't be willy-nilly this time of year.
Yeah, so I'm like,
you can't just be like, oh, that looks cool, I'm gonna buy it. Like, nope, eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the. You've got bigger things coming, so just be self-aware. And this is where it comes. This is where adulting comes in when you're kidulting, right? Because you can't kidult without having to adult.
Yep.
I'm gonna put that as a quote.
And I've got PowerCon coming up too. Like, I want cash for PowerCon because there's a lot of good toy dealers there. I think there's gonna be some really good vintage pieces at PowerCon. So I got to make sure I got money for Parish. I want to sell more stuff. Damn it. All right. Anyways, head over to the Geek Dad Life Discord. I've already sold you my Wolverine. Anything else you want to buy, Doell? I got more things I can sell you.
You got a cyborg in there? We got a cyborg.
No, you shut your mouth. That cyborg will stay right there. I got to say, I will say, anytime I leave my house, Doell, for any extended period of time, I come into my toy room just to make sure you didn't have some elaborate plan to steal my cyborg. I just gotta make sure, you know. It's just like, okay, it's still there. Doell didn't have some crazy, you know, Ocean's 11 style heist to try and get my cyborg while I was away.
I would do it so elaborate that when you were gone on Sunday, I would host Toy Geeks from your basement on the Sunday. I would hack into your computer, start up Geek Dad Life.
Doell's 11. That's what it's Doell's 11.
Doell's 11. Someone else put it there. The more you Doell, like, but I would love to do that'd be a. We should plan a prank, but now we can't do that until people forget that we do.
Yeah. Dude, there's a whole other thing between Craig and I that maybe drops this week. I don't know publicly, but like, it's so weird how we did that almost a year ago.
You're so good at these weird little beefs that when someone really comes after you, like it's someone we don't need to name.
No naming.
The rest of us who have these like false beasts with you, we all get like overprotective. Like you come after my kids and you're gonna die. Right. And that's how I feel like when anyone comes after you, where it's like, well, someone's gonna get tied to a chair and I'm gonna have a crowbar. It's just how things are gonna happen. It's not my fault. You started it, you went after the wrong man, and this is how this happens. I'm sorry. Right, but let's get into our main event here. The favorite thing that you and I love.
Okay, can I just ask for? I feel like I'm Toy Connections right now. I need a quick pee break, otherwise I won't be able to make it through our main event.
Yeah, dude, you've been streaming since like 4 a.m.
I have been streaming for a while.
Now Thursday.
I need to do one other type of stream before I can get to the goods. So, are you okay if everyone, I dip while you talk for a little bit, and then I'll be right back?
Let's talk. Let's chill. Let's.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go do.
Can you like sub me out so nobody sees me?
I want to see you leave. I'm just get out of here. Okay. Yes, actually, you know what? While we're here, let's take a look. Let's sell some cat layers. Who wants to buy a cat lair today? Let's do this. Super7 has been so gracious and so kind and hospitable to all my friends while they were in San Diego. And I think we need to take a look at this Thundercats Superman comic. Let's see if we can. Let's go. There's a wiki for everything. Right? We love that. This is why the internet is so good. Oh, spoiler alert. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Someone else just dove in here. Craig is back, still in the car. What's happening?
It's the longest night of my life.
What? Is she working overtime and not telling you?
God, I don't know what's going on, but it's fine. I saw Jay had to pee, so I thought I'd sneak in real quick.
No, that's great. I'm glad you. Oh my God, these wikis have so many ads. Look at that. Spider-Verse.
What are we about to talk about? Did you guys talk about superpowers yet?
Not yet. We're just about to go in. But I wanted to just Jay was gone, but now she's quickest peer on the planet. Jay is
what?
back,
I felt like that was a
gonna
really
say-
long pee. I thought that was like a post Avengers Endgame pee, but I guess it was
Yeah.
quick. Okay.
Post credits fee.
But I just want to let people know this Thundercats Superman comic from DC and Wildstorm does exist. And you know what? Go check it out. Because it's canon.
Boom.
And
Canon.
you know what? Buy some McFarlane figures, buy a Lion-O Ultimates, and have them hang out together in the Cat's Lair. There it is.
Agreed.
Just want to let you folks know these things exist. I miss crossovers. I'm going to say that right now. I miss crossovers so much. All right, folks.
Oh, you can put me on
Here we are. Are we ready for this main event, Jay?
You gotta put Jay
yeah.
back on top. I don't want to be because I have to leave again soon.
No, you're gonna be. Can you make him big screen? Can we make him really uncomfortable right now?
Oh, yeah. Let's
do that.
Craig?
Can I just comment that I really like this lighting for Craig right now? This car lighting. It looks.
Well, with the black shirt, he could be an album cover.
No, he looks like Phil Collins in the Air Tonight music video. Phil Collins right now.
Well, I feel like the guy that was in the water.
Hopefully not the guy in Egypt. He got killed by a shark.
That's a deep cut Phil Collins joke, by the way. Well done, Craig. Well done.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I don't know. I feel good though. I just, I'm excited. I want to hear you guys talk about superpowers. Let's do it.
Boom.
Let's do it. Boom. Just Craig.
Take me off of the screen. Yeah, I just want to see.
All right.
Mm.
Okay, so here is our first new wave of what looks to me. I know everyone's saying this is like Batman '89, but to me, when I see this Robin, this Nightwing, sweet Dick, and this soup, like when I see those three together, I think of more. Why am I blanking? Where Batman breaks his back.
Nightfall.
Yeah.
This has me more thinking about Nightfall than Batman '89. But again, I could be completely. That's clearly an '89 by looking at the symbol on his chest.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're
100%.
getting another Tim already with a black cape. This time,
that's the one of this wave. I'm like, no.
Right.
Not a fan
Give
of
us a
that, but
Damien
whatever.
at least.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's get into these. Craig, I know you are collecting this line, correct?
Yeah, Jay, when we were at the panel, I kind of got the sense that maybe you had softened on superpowers, or maybe your hype died out a little bit. Is it just because the figure selection has become a little
repetitive?
Wonky?
A little repetitive, even though I really do dig that we're getting the black suit Batman, because was it Estrella? Like, who made was like some like Argentinian? Was it it was South American company made the black suit superpower Batman, right?
Correct. And it reminds me of the old ads for Batman '89 from Toy Biz.
Exactly.
Where they used a repainted Toy Biz figure. Not Toy Biz figure, sorry, Superpowers.
Superpowers, yeah. Yep. Famously
right?
so,
and
right?
I was always like, God, that figure looks so good. And it's like, oh, because it's not theirs.
Exactly. right? And so like I love that. I love that figure, and I love the Nightwing figure. I'm already getting the other Robins, so, and I already got my Cape Master, you know, two-way cape. I think it's on my desk. I think it's around here somewhere. So I already have that ready to go
Do
for
you
whenever I
have the
get that
Robin
Robin.
yet? Do you have the series
No, I
yet?
don't have the Robin yet. I don't have it. It hasn't shown up in my Walmarts yet. But I do have my
Who
cape
do you
ready to
have?
go.
Can I just quickly ask, who do you have from that wave?
Nobody. I don't have anything from that wave yet.
Oh, what happened?
I
Because
have
you Canadians get it before me, or Craig gets it before. Mike Walmart doesn't have shit.
Well, I don't think that wave has hit any Walmarts yet. I got Batman, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman off of McFarlane's website, and they were delivered really quickly, but I haven't seen them in stores yet.
And you're a store hunter, correct?
I would prefer to find my toys in a store.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I don't have the Batmobile.
Well, I get mine up online up here because it's so much of a hassle trying to find these in the store. Canadians have to, I always say this, sad music again. Canadians have to shop for toys on hard mode all the time. I always find that you Americans find everything so easy. So for some reason, like we can get, these aren't Walmart exclusives up here. Like they do end up being everywhere. So I always just try to like, okay, I'm going to order from this comic store because they're only jacking the price up by $1.
Sure.
And then I get all of them. And even Black Manta, who is in the set that's coming my way as well. He's the exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
The chase figure, I think, of that series. But we can just order him like willy-nilly from anywhere.
Must be nice.
You know what? It is. It's nice for Canada to get a win. You know, we're not allowed to win the Stanley Cup anymore, so we might as well get Black Manta.
Before I have to bail again, let me express a
Christian Bale again?
Or Bale Organa.
Ooh.
Bale of hay. Before I have to leave, I Barnum Bailey Circus. Sorry.
Oh, let's keep it going.
I have a frustration with McFarlane's superpowers, and that the communication about what this line is and what their intentions are with the line, you know, is not existent. You know, when we follow Marvel Legends, Star Wars, all that stuff, there's Q&As and there's information, there's marketing people. The only thing we ever get is Todd doing like an unboxing 4 weeks after everything's already come out. And being like, this is the Batmobile, and this is the Batman logo, and it's really cool. And it's just like, I would like,
if you really cram Batman in there, you could close the Batmobile.
Yeah, I would like to know. And none of us were at the McFarlane panel because Comic-Con decided to take all of
Put it all at the same time.
Put it at the same time. But I would like to. Yeah. I don't know if there was a Q&A or anything. I would like to know, like, hey, like, is the line doing well? What goes into the figure selection? Are you going to do play sets? What can we like? Because part of collecting a toy line is that hype.
Yep.
I'm glad they revealed some stuff at Comic-Con, but I'm a little underwhelmed in general because it's like, okay, this line's going to be a year and a half to 2 years old. Here's my that comment. Pretty soon, it is like. I don't even think this is a sad comic, honestly, because I'm just excited about it, but I want to know more about it.
I am with you on this. I think it's one of the big reasons why I want someone from McFarlane to come on this show so bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about this. Let's clarify a few things, you know, and let's really talk about it. I think it was Toy Shiz that actually got McFarlane on his show, and this was like over a year ago now at this point. You know, I'm not expecting Todd level guests, but I mean, if I get Todd, I wouldn't complain.
Why not?
But I mean,
why can't you get Todd?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying. I just need someone.
He's Canadian. Like there should be the Canadian connection.
Yeah, like there should be like I should look out the window. I should see Ken from Toy Connections, and I should see Todd. Right, I see Paul over there, and I see Kevin down there. Right, like that's just how it works.
That's how it works in Canada, right? At least that's how I've assumed it to work.
Right, but it's just I don't know. I would love to have them on just to kind of clarify this. Let's talk play sets. Let's talk vehicles. Why do you choose what you choose? I would love all of that. And here's the other thing I would love too is some turnarounds on these figures.
J-Rod did mention the Shartimus interview, but we all know how that went.
Oh yeah. And you know what? Another reason, and here's the other thing too. When I asked Craig, I said, "Is anyone going to McFarlane?" And it was kind of like, well, no, it's the same time as Marvel Legends. And nothing against Todd, but the Marvel Legends team has always had our back.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
Ryan
so much so, and I know Craig mentioned this in his stream, but the fact that like Ryan Ting, and they were at that booth, like every time I walked by that booth over the whole week, they were at that booth working it, right? He walked over, it's at least a 15-minute walk to go sit on our Toy Tubers Unite panel to support everyone there, and then run right back to the convention floor. Like that level of support, and Peter too from Mondo Toys, like, and it's not like it's people call us shills, but it's like we'll take the piss out of any of them at any given time, but like to have that level of support for us, even though
they take the piss out of us, or at least
absolutely. yeah, absolutely. But I just like, I don't know, there's something about that. And if Kyle's still here too, like, like just that level of support, even though we'll take, like, from both sides, we'll take the piss. Like, I don't know. To me, that was something. That was something pretty damn special.
It's the dad that showed up. But you know what I mean, right? Like, showing up matters, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And like, and like I said, you can call us, like, I get it. We can shill some. I know I shill. I'm not even going to deny that I shill. And I've always been a big supporter of the Marvel Legends team before Ryan and I even slipped into each other's DMs. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And, I'm so grateful for those guys because they are supportive of us, and they do listen, and they, like I said, they dogpile on us just like our chats do.
Sure.
They're right in there with us.
But
I love that.
But yeah, there's a level of, and I know it's fact, like we'll say if we don't like something or whatever, right? Like we'll give them shit. But like that's one level. But then there's a whole nother level of people that just give them shit to the level of which that's just not fair and not cool, right?
Or even has nothing to do with their job.
Absolutely. And they get thrown at their way. But the fact that they're not jaded or don't show up with like
by it.
Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm never talking to any of you again. The fact they still are that present and engaged, like that to me is a testament to like how good of a people they are, I guess I should say.
Absolutely. And it's I showed up at your panel.
I didn't make it to Kyle's panel. I will readily admit Kyle, Ryan Ting, they had a great panel. But I had little kids to take care of, and that just wasn't going to work. It's 5 o'clock.
Craig has no excuse, so we're just going to make sure he knows that. But no, it was. And by the way, everyone who missed any panels, like the Star Wars, any of the Hasbro like Kevin was at the Star Wars panel, did a great job. He also did a great job.
Can I just say, I got a little bit. I'm glad
Marvel Legends team as well.
I'm glad I'm going to be on Kyle's show tomorrow, not Kyle, Kevin's show tomorrow, because Kevin, we were kind of in, I guess we weren't in the Marvel Legends panel together, but he got into the Star Wars one, and we got stuck outside of the Star Wars panel. So I felt like, Kevin.
Well, maybe if I stopped talking shit about Star Wars all the time. If I was there, I would have got in.
Oh, get out of here! They fucked up the lines. That was the problem. We were in the right line, and they chose the other one that was there later. So, anyways,
nope, I would have got in because they would have been like, Doell is so kind and generous to Patrick. We have to let him in. That's how it would have happened.
What about like all of us meeting Patrick on that Hasbro breakfast? how quickly I understood is like he doesn't know who any of us fucking are or doesn't give a shit who any of us are. And I think that's perfectly fine.
Oh, he definitely knows who Abby is now.
Well, the Abby does now, yeah, but it was just like, it was very like, hey, how's it? It's like, oh, cool. You don't know us. You haven't watched any of our videos. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
But you know what? I do love that team. Like, cause they killed it. I know we're off topic of superpowers, but man,
no,
like
let's
watching it. I was like,
let's give some love to the Star Wars team. We give them a lot of shit, but damn, they kicked ass at Comic-Con this year. They kicked ass.
They did.
Yep.
They did. Like Patrick was talking about Star Wars, like he talks about Indiana Jones.
Exactly. That's all we want. That's all we want. That's for them.
That's it. And but I think they came in. They came in. They knew. Like I think that's why they started off with like the holiday stuff because they know. I swear to God, because I love the holiday black. I hate black series. I love the holiday black series.
Sure.
And I love them so much. And now I feel like they continue to do it to troll those people who boo it every convention. And God bless them for that. And I do feel like they are kind of just like neeners, like with that line. But they did it right. They kicked off with that line, knowing people were gonna like roll their eyes. And then we're like, oh, how about this banger?
Yeah.
How about this banger? Boom, right? And they just got me so. Oh, by the way, it's not an Ewok village, but how about a ghost? And I was like
how
I said,
are you,
man,
by the way?
I said it yesterday. That ghost video makes me want to roundhouse kick the moon.
Well, I mean, I will say, like, I haven't talked with you directly. Like, how do you feel post Ewok Village confirmed gate?
Like, in character, it's the worst day of my life. To break kayfabe, come on. I knew what I was doing from the goddamn get-go. Like, though I am starting to do hashtag Hutslayer confirmed, I do feel like that's going to come in some form or fashion back.
Sure.
I think the fans just need to if they want it, fans need to talk about it. And I think from that, even that last panel and almost all the reveals, we're going to leave the pipeline out of this for one hot minute. I do feel like they are listening to fans. Like, we'll get more into those. We're going to get more into those next week on Toy Anxiety. Because we do want to talk about them kind of separately.
Yeah.
The pipeline reveals, but they did, like, come on. Count Dooku, for whatever reason, has never been released in Vintage Collection.
Which is shocking, yeah.
Which is like, I'm even talking about like the old Vintage Collection.
They've had a tough time recreating his curved lightsaber hilt in 3 3/4. That's why. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, now that they got it, right? But that was exciting to see. But even like, I remember them announcing the Mando figures for Pipeline. I was just like, oh, Axe-Woves. Oh, another Axe-Wove. It was just kind of like Mando and Grogu. Got it. Okay. Why?
Why though?
Like, and it, like Kevin, I can hear Kevin like on the video. He's saying what I'm thinking. He's like, "Where's Carson Teva, man?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, where is Carson?" Like, I'm still sitting there. I know I'm focusing again on what I'm not getting.
Hey, how many likes do we have, by the way? Just real quick. We have 100 people watching, apparently. Hit the like. Where are we at?
Hit the like. I'm not sure. I'm not even checking tonight. I'm having superpowers night. But it's
hit the like button, everybody.
Please
do
hit
it
the like
right
button.
now.
And if you're new here and if you like what you're watching, this is what it is, but sometimes it's just me.
Hit the subscribe.
Hit the subscribe. And again, it's just like I still want Pelimoto, I need Carson Teva, and I need Madame Garza. Those are the three.
Amen.
Those are the big Doell 3. That's what I need, right? Let's quickly. Oh, that's a small photo. What did I save?
What is this? A stream for ants?
And I can't make it any bigger. It won't let me.
What?
I may have saved the wrong photo, but we are getting another Batman repaint of Thomas Wayne. We're getting what looks like the Wally West version of the Flash and Professor Zoom, the one that's been rumored for like 2 years now.
Seriously, that we talked about that figure I think almost a year ago.
Absolutely. This is really embarrassing. Size doesn't matter, folks. Just letting you know now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just gonna keep
That's what
telling
they
myself
say to
that.
not make you feel so bad, but it
Right?
matters.
But it is, I'm gonna say Thomas Wayne's pretty cool. But do we need, like, I don't know. I can always say that. Do we need these? No.
No.
Are we getting them? Yes. Am I still
Yes.
gonna buy them? Absolutely. Because I'm a completist on this line. I need these. So it's just gonna happen, regardless how I feel. I mean, I'm already getting 2 of the same Wonder Woman, and I bought them both. Like, so here I am.
Okay, we did the episode on that
God,
professor in August 14th, 2022.
Yeah.
And little known fact, actually, aside from the debate, like the debate on Toy Geeks, that episode we did with talking about that figure is the highest viewed episode of Toy Geeks.
What?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No. Like, weirdly enough, that one hit really hard. Over 17,000 views on that episode.
That is bonkers.
Yeah. Another one that was really high that you and I did, Doell, was the McFarlane Keaton Batmobile in September. Over 13,000 views on that one.
Oh, Doell, bringing the views.
Yeah, apparent, like those two. Like, Toy Geeks will be around 6,000, 10,000, but there's a few that kind of break beyond that. And of course, the debate's like 30-something thousand. But anyway, there you
go. Right. Well, I'm going to go on friend of the channel, Toy Habits website.
Hey, can
Give
we
them
make
all
sure
the support in the world right now?
Can we double down and just make sure if anybody has those damn TMNT Motu things,
leaked
pictures,
photos, please take them down.
Take them down, please. Just
take them down.
It's do your best.
You'd think we would have learned from your mistakes, Jay. Don't share leaked photos.
You know, I've shared my advice on that, and you know, I hate the situation that they're in right now. I hate it. I hate it. Especially because it could be arguably even more severe than the strikes that we got hit with on the turtle side of things. So if you can, if you love them and support them, or at least if you love and support Doell and I, and you should support the people that we love, like, just please, just if you see somebody, take it down.
I will promote every channel that I feel is positive and loving and want to build a community. That's what this is all about, whether we like the same stuff or not. The bottom line is we're all kidults buying toys, right? It's the bottom line here. But thank you, Toy Habits, for having this on your website, ready to go with decent sized photos, because sometimes Doell doesn't deliver, apparently. And that's okay. Take a look at that. Whirly Bat. This looks just like the one.
Butte Clark.
You know, from well, not quite. Hang on. I got both here. Let's talk about this, and then we're gonna show the comparison of the old concept art that Toy Otter has on actionfigureinsider.com, because I always have that page open because I'm addicted to it.
It's one of the best.
I love it. But yes, this Whirly Bat. Jay, go first.
You know, it's so silly, and I fucking love it. And the vehicles, I think a lot of people feel this way. I think even Pixel Dan said this in our Toy Tubers Unite panel. It is, the vehicles are the best part of this toy line, and this continues that. It's such a fun, ridiculous vehicle, and I fucking love it.
I am 100% with you on this as well. The vehicles are the best part. However, the figures are catching up. They are taking the feedback. I think that's one thing that has me always like perked about the Superpowers toy line, is that they're not just being like, but this is our version of Superpowers. They are learning from everyone's feedback and going, hey, we can make these better.
Yeah.
And we can make these closer to the original line.
Yep.
And they've been doing that with every wave, I feel. So this has me, like, again, like I said, This is great. This is a great This vehicle is a great addition to the continuation of that toy line. It does, again, every time I see a vehicle, I go, I just need a play set. And I know Todd loves doing Batman stuff over and over, and I will not look a gift horse in the mouth. If he says, I'm going to build you a Bat Cave of your dreams and superpowers, I will buy it. If he wants to do the Justice League Tower, because we've already got a Hall of Justice, I will buy it. Right? Like this is stuff that I love. And again, this cockpit, that blue, that windshield, this is the stuff that gets me out of bed every morning. Having my coffee, looking at the beautiful sunshine and going, God damn it, I'm alive. And I think, again, I love things that feel and look retro because I'm old, but I want things to be new. And we've talked at that verbatim. Of how important that is to us. Of just getting new things, building things out. And I want to do one more screen share on this. And this was the original art for the Whirly Bat. Different but similar. No guns.
Okay, maybe this is sacrilegious to say, but I kind of prefer the McFarlane one to this one.
It's not sacrilegious because I agree with you. I think the Whirly Bat that McFarlane is doing looks more comic book accurate than this one did. However, make me this. Because I love bat signals. Make me this. Right? Again, like, make me this. Make me this. Right? That's what you got, a landing pad for your Whirly Bat. You can put the bat signal on there. Like, this is what, like, to me, this is all the dream stuff. Right?
100%.
And again, you and I, we live on this website. We have it bookmarked. No matter what new computer we get, it's the first thing to get bookmarked.
It's true, though. No lies said.
Yeah, right. This is just how I live. But again, this is it. This is our superpowers wave of fall of 2023. It sounds like has me excited for if they're going to do anything in time for Christmas or not, and or anything else. Again, I know I was leaning heavy on McFarlane for a while, and that was mostly due to the side eye. And that we weren't getting the comic book style, like the classic comic style, or even the modern comic style. They kept doing this Elseworld stuff, which is great and fun and toyetic, for sure. But when you're doing a collector's line that is 7 inches tall, and then you're doing like, heavy metal Batman with a guitar, I just feel like that should be a 5-inch line.
Speaking of action figures with a guitar, how about this bad boy? Figure of the year, maybe. He needs his unmasked head, though.
Man, you know what? I hate because I know you can never. I hate going to like the toy people we know and say, "Hey, make this," even though we do it all the time.
Absolutely.
I sometimes hate myself after I do it, but I was like, all I did was I sent Brian Ting a message one time, and I said, I really hope you make a wave 2. I said, I'm not going to tell you who to make, but I hope you make a wave 2. But in my head, when I was saying, hey, please make a wave 2, it was Olivia Octavius from the first movie. I want Hobie without a mask.
Gotta have Hobie without a mask.
And I want Spider-Woman Canada.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Those were my top 3. I said anything else I get is gravy. But those 3 were like, or no, and the new Peter B. Parker with but
yeah, their Peter B. Parker and the cross universe wave was they need a better one.
You didn't like? Okay, so
just the sweatpants and just
because that's the one. That's what he wore when he broke into Alchemex.
Yeah, but that's not what he wore in the movie.
I get it,
new
but
movie.
I'm all down for like hey man, I am gonna be like, if you're gonna make more figures from the first movie we didn't get, go for it. I am not gonna get mad at them for
But
that.
if you're not going to give me the one from the movie that's out right now, I want that one. I want his cute little spider kid in the Bjorn. That's what I want.
Soft goods robe.
Soft goods robe. And I want it.
And I want it made out of like towel cloth.
Yeah, it needs to be terry cloth. It needs to be a terry cloth robe.
Hey, hope the Marvel Legends team is listening to our DC podcast because
this is the perfect venue.
That's right. Oh, going around sent me a photo.
Oh yeah, isn't that custom Hobie head that's going around? It looks amazing. I'll probably just go that route if they don't make.
I swear he put it on his. Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that one's incredible.
That is.
Yeah.
Kevin, if you want to name drop the person who made that for you, so we can all go follow this customizer on Instagram and support them how we can, because that kind of talent should be celebrated.
Yeah, and I agree with Kent. Like Hobie to me is better without the mask. Like he's so much fucking cooler.
How are you cooler looking without the mask on?
And it's true. I could maybe
No wonder
achieve.
Gwen sleeps over in his dimension.
Seriously, I'd sleep over in his dimension. Jesus.
I want to sleep over in his dimension.
Yeah, I'll wear his Chuck Taylors. Come on.
Yeah, right. I think that is, to me, that is the greatest, most subtle love triangle in film I have seen in a long time.
Because it's so like, I don't know, positive. Like it's just very.
Like it comes off so obvious, like, oh, she is, because the way everyone talks about, like, oh, he doesn't know about Hobie. Like, oh shit, right? And of course you feel that like weird insecuritiness that Miles is feeling of like, hey, it's like clearly you know I like you.
Yeah.
But you're not telling me about Hobie really what's happening. Like, come on, guys. We've all been there.
Sure.
And you know,
but if I was the Miles in that situation, I'd be like, you know what? I'm cool with this. Have fun.
Yeah. I get it.
I get it.
Like,
you know what? We're good.
Yeah.
We're in different dimensions. You're with, that's fine.
And you know what's so cool about it is like Hobie probably knows, because Gwen probably talks a lot about Miles.
That's what I'm saying.
And Hobie's just like, I'll take you in, right? Like Hobie was. But
I know Miles is your number one. But like while you're here,
yeah. I love it. I love that movie. By the way, I do have, which is going to be a prize later on.
Yeah, when are you doing this giveaway? I think you talked about you're going to give away cool Cross the Spider-Verse shit.
Yeah, I have the Art of Spider-Verse book.
Oh.
I don't know why I left it in another room. I do have it. But we're going to do that as a members only. The first members only prize is going to be for the Art of Across the Spider-Verse. Well, check out all the stuff that didn't make it in the movie, because there was a whole other movie written that they did art for before doing this one, and it's all in there. It's amazing. So it's super, super good. So and all these guys that worked on the movie, they all do conventions. They're all comic artists. So you can go to comic book conventions and get that book signed, because they're regulars at these things. So that's another heads up. I don't know if Sony's going to let me now have anybody from Spider-Verse on the show for a while due to the blast piece done by the Vulture.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, some junior animators went on and talked about how much time they had to put into the movie. And they turned it into a blast piece. So I don't know if that's
wait. Oh, Doell, did you get canceled? Did I miss that?
No, I didn't get canceled. Because guess what? My team, they got treated like gold because I understood the assignment. I made sure my team got I just listen. That's a
I'll say is this, Doell. Yeah, you're a great team leader. That's all I'll say. You're a good team leader.
Oh, well, Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I just want to point Thunderhausen, Sanford Green's art and sketches at SDCC were incredible. I bet that man. Okay, so here's what's funny. I want to tell a funny story before we go off the air. This is how I'm going to leave it. So we're working on Across the Spider-Verse, and we're having like a director review. Like everybody's in there. Everyone's in the room in Los Angeles.
The room where it
San Diego
happens.
Comic-Con last year just ended. Sanford Green wins a Eisner Award for Bitter Root. They're all of a sudden like, hey, you know, just to let you know, we got a guest here. We got Sanford Green here. And they kind of continued. And I went, Mike, hold on. No. This is Sanford Green. He just won an Eisner Award, an Oscar for comic books for Bitterroot, which is an amazing indie book that he's been doing. And he's also been, not on top of just doing that comic, he's also been working on our movie. So let's show some respect on this guy, because it's like
on the name.
Right, because it's just like, this is like, and here I am freaking out because in like another like production chat going like, oh my God, like, do you guys, like, I understand you guys don't realize who he is, but one, he is one of the nicest people I've ever met. And two, he is so incredibly talented. And like, we should, like I said, I'm all about celebrating these people. Like comic books is something that I believe gets taken advantage of so much in an industry of rich people, but that's what the arts is. The arts is what gets taken advantage of more than anything else, and that's why people are on strike.
In all fairness, rich people take advantage of everyone. So really,
yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
it's kind of their move. Yeah, I'm empty. But look at this.
Yeah,
Geek Dad Life glass.
I am drinking a 12-year whiskey port.
Oh, a whiskey port, a dessert wine, a dessert drink here to close out the.
Well, it's evening, right? My McDonald's Riddler Batman Forever glass, my good glassware.
That's special guest glassware.
That is correct. I hoard those glasses too. I'm terrible for that. I see them, I buy them. Brutal. But that's it. I got nothing else to add on to this, Jay. How about you?
Me neither.
No, I marathoning. We've been doing this for an hour and a half.
I'm prepared. My body is ready for toying around tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. So everyone, please go check out Toying Around. He does fun boxing. He does all this. He does this other. Oh gosh, what is it? It's, oh my God, Toying Around. He goes and he brings guests to Toys R Us and other toy shops in Toronto. And
That's a great series.
Hunting around.
There you go.
That's what it is. I knew I had to just talk it out. Hunting Around, another great little like thing he does for his channel. So please go check that out. Go like, subscribe to Kevin at Toying Around. Become a member of his channel as well. Again, it's worth all the money. It's super fun. And then you'll get to meet all the enablers. Kyle is part of that. Yoko, she's part of that as well. She used to work for Super7. She now works for Star Wars Jewelry team. And now I'm trying to, oh God, don't tell her I can't remember the name.
Oh, I think I bought a ring from them for Colleen. Were they at Comic-Con this weekend?
They were at Comic-Con.
I think I met Yoko kind of. I think she was there while I was buying the ring. Right. It was this Ahsoka lightsaber ring that Colleen wanted. So
that would be her. Yes.
Yeah. That was her.
Right. So, and she's part of that whole crew as well. So please go check them out because they put out a lot. He puts out a lot of great content. Again, you're
high quality,
like
great
stuff. Professional TV show.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Toying Around. Really excited. First time guesting on one of his streams tomorrow. Super pumped. I have my band rehearsal before, so I'm worried I'm going to be like kind of worn out, but I'm ready. My body is ready.
Well, it'll be nice to see some diversity on his channel with you being there. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, sure. The middle-aged white dude. That's definitely bringing the diversity.
Yeah. Well, he got in shit one time from someone saying there's not enough diversity. And I was just like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. It's not the most diverse.
What you think it means. Yeah.
It is the most diverse.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Toying Toy Channel. I was like, if you want all white people, go subscribe to Toy Anxiety. We're
Yeah,
full
right. It's
of
like,
them.
if you want a white dude with a beard, there's plenty of options.
Right? Yeah. That's what you want. YouTube's full of them, folks. You'll be seen. Trust me. Oh, it's too good. Awesome. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Yeah, sorry, Kevin. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you had fun. I had fun doing this with Jay.
Same.
We're almost the 2-hour mark. I don't know how we did this.
You're out of
But
control,
anyways,
Doell. I thought you had a tight hour. What is this?
it's too much fun. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. And you know what? I'll see you next week, Gotham.
Bye, everybody.